Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Dagaon. So the first, this is our bourbon brand 5-grain biscuit. I have no idea what this is going to be like, though I did find it interesting when I was looking at the ingredients. There is sesame listed, so I do think this is going to be pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. We're also going to try, this is apparently Hokkaido milk biscuit. So we've had a number of Hokkaido milk treats, and they have been pretty good. A lot of them have. So I am really looking forward to trying both of these. I think they're going to be pretty great. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with our 5-grain biscuit. It seems like there are several biscuits in here, to be honest. Okay. Oh yeah, there's like 4. Ah. Trying to get it so you can see. There's like 4 of them in here. So we're just gonna pull out one. Ah. If I can. Oh, this one oh, the top one is broken. And so is the bottom one. Okay, I'm giving up on trying to pull a full one out. But yeah, there are a lot of black specks in here, and I think I see a full-on black sesame seed. I smell it. Oh, I can smell it. Sorry. For those of you who are new on the channel, well, first of all, for those of you who've been on the channel for a while, thank you for coming back. For those of you new, hi, thank you for joining. Black sesame is one of those things where I hadn't really tried it in sweets until I started doing the channel. But as it turns out, I love them. I love black sesame sweets. So there being black sesame in this, very good thing. The fact that it's strong enough for me to be able to smell it, also really, really good thing. Okay, this is interesting. So first off, has a nice crunch. This is another one of those moments where sometimes these treats will use biscuit, meaning kind of cookie, kind of the way that, kind of the way the British use it. And sometimes they use biscuit, meaning cracker, and this is a cracker. In some ways, it kind of reminds me of Ritz crackers. To be honest, that's one of the only crackers I eat. I don't tend to eat a lot of crackers. It's not that I have anything against them, I just don't eat a lot of them. The mix of grains is really good, and I can definitely taste the black sesame, and it does taste really good. But yeah, this is definitely a cracker. It is a good cracker. If you are curious about Japanese crackers, would definitely recommend. This is pretty tasty. That said, if you get kind of a whole grain, mixed grain cracker, you're probably going to get something very similar to this. It's good, but I can also understand that if you order from something like Dagon and you see this come in your box, I definitely wouldn't hesitate to try it. But I'm not sure I would hunt down. To find any information, I had to go to some very obscure websites to find anything. But yeah, if you do order from something like this, if something like this shows up in Tokyo Treat or anything, would not hesitate. They are honestly pretty good. So moving on to our Hokkaido milk biscuit. Now that I know a little bit more about what these actually are. It's one of those interesting things. Translation is very much an art, not a science. And I feel like that gets taken to an extra extreme when it comes to food and the international market, just because a lot of these terms are used in very different ways all over the world. It just kind of depends on what dialect you speak, which makes it all the more confusing trying to translate for the English-speaking market. So again, there are 4 of these in here. Oh man. I can definitely smell the milk. Amazingly, this one did arrive intact. I can really smell the milk from the Hokkaido milk. It's definitely a cracker. The texture is a little smoother, a little firmer. It's not quite as flaky as the first one. It definitely has a very strong milk flavor. There's a slight tang to it that I've noticed with a lot of the milk flavored treats that we get from Japan. It is really pretty good. It's very different. This is kind of interesting just because, some of these, sometimes we get treats where they're good, but I don't know if it's necessarily worth hunting down um, because oftentimes there's something similar enough that it's like, really you could just go get this other thing easier. Um, but pretty much any time um, it's a milk flavor, that goes out the window because at least for me where I'm at in the US, that that isn't a flavor that we really do, right? We don't have milk flavored treats. And we certainly, when things are described as being milky, it's never in the same way as an actual milk flavored uh, candy or snack or anything like that coming out of Japan is going to taste. And so this is one of those where, while I enjoyed the inclusion of black sesame and the 5 grain, I have to say I think the Hokkaido milk is a little more worth it if you're curious about this sort of thing, if you're interested in these sorts of things. Um, that said, either of these, if you do order some of these other snack boxes off of Amazon or through other sites and you see these come through, definitely wouldn't hesitate. These are both pretty tasty, definitely worth your time. Gochiso-sama. So to recap, we tried our 5 grain biscuit, which was really nice. It had a good mix of grains. There was black sesame in there, which I'm always happy about. Texture kind of reminded me a bit kind of like Ritz in that it's flaky. I felt like there was a bit of butteriness in it. Pretty good, really tasty. We also tried our Hokkaido milk biscuit, which kind of had a more solid texture. It wasn't as flaky. Still really pretty good. Uh, really strong milky flavor to it. Really kind of interesting seeing that in a cracker. Usually it's shown up more in sweets. It's a very different flavor than pretty much anything that I find locally, personally. Very, very different. Definitely worth your time. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.